Hey girl, hey, welcome to Let's Talk About It. My name is Kiera, your podcast host, and this is going to be a safe space for honest conversations, real perspectives, and to talk about the things out loud that we typically don't say. So, wherever you are, welcome. Go ahead, grab a seat, get you something to drink, and let's talk about it. Well. I have finally pulled the trigger to get back into content. And I intentionally wanted to create this podcast because when I tried before, it was just an idea that I was spitballing, right? It was just something I had on my mind, and I set up the camera and I talked about it. But now that I'm 30 and now that I'm a new mom, I am moving with intention. And I am currently 7 months postpartum, and I went through a time that I either wasn't focused on content, couldn't focus on content, couldn't juggle it, or just didn't want to do it, right? And I think a lot of us can say that we experienced something of such, not necessarily after childbirth, but experiencing a transformation or a change, especially an unexpected one. It's kind of hard to get back into ourselves and really water our roots to where, I feel like a watered tree or a plant provides strong roots. So there's a solid foundation. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not going to edit out these stumbles. This is real conversation, real life, real thoughts that I am getting out and asked to start a conversation with you guys. Now, who am I and where have I been? For those of you who don't know me, my name is Kiera. I am 30 years old. I am a new mom, and I am also a graduate. I went to school for business and I minored in marketing. I am a content developer. What does that mean? I help plan, produce, and edit content for creators and businesses. It is something that I have been working on, outside of my professional career for years now. And it's something that I thoroughly enjoy. And being that I have been a natural born creative person, I didn't realize until recently that this was always inside of me. And YouTube has become that outlet, that dream come true that every little girl who's a millennial can understand of one day I want to have my own YouTube channel. But it's everybody's understanding that you have to find your purpose in life. And I think I might be getting closer to it, probably haven't figured it out, but I'm just enjoying the journey as life takes me. And I don't want to say what if anymore. I just want to go ahead and do. So hence me officially launching my podcast, Let's Talk About It. Okay, so let's dive into some of the nitty gritty, right? I'm 30. How do I feel? I feel great. I was ready to turn 30, honestly. I feel like a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, I'm getting ready to turn 30. I'm not ready. I'm going to be old. Honestly, it's just a number. I just feel like a teenager, but an older teenager. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not my age. And I feel like it's funny because as kids, we thought being 30 was old. 30 is not old. And there was someone who gave advice once before, and he said, 30s is your time to clean up anything that happened in your 20s. Whatever you do, figure it out before your 40s. It's not too late. And I kind of feel like that's where I'm at, It's like when I graduated school, I wanted a corporate job, but I didn't get into a corporate job. You know what I'm saying? I got into other things, retail, hospitality. I even worked in like the health industry, whether it was a chiropractic office or a massage spa. I just kind of went with whatever paid me, and I really wasn't fulfilled, hence the content creation. But I say that because there's like this idea that we're supposed to have our life together as soon as we come out of college, right? Immediately become mature adults. And there is a bigger idea that we're supposed to have our stuff together by the time we hit 30. Where here I am 30 and I'm admitting out loud, I don't necessarily have all the answers. I don't have it figured out. And I kind of feel as though like I'm starting over. And when it comes to starting over, just know that it is okay to start over. I'm sure we're going to dive into this deeper in later episodes, but I had a friend tell me that I am in my rebuild era. Life is not over. I'm not failing. It's what I'm going through is temporary and it's not the end of the world. It's okay. You're rebuilding. So I want to let you know that it's okay. You're rebuilding. Where you are is not your final destination. What do I see for this podcast? What I see for this podcast is an opportunity to have real conversations, to discover who I am, where my life is going, and how I'm processing that, right? But I want to do it with you. I want to do it with you because there are other women that are out there who are going through the same thing or similar things as me that can see themselves in me and know that they can do it. There are people who are experiencing things that they feel like they're the only ones experiencing it. But when they hear me, they can say me too. I also want to be able to build a community where y'all are down in the comments and y'all can relate with each other. I guess I never really had that place of belonging. I always kind of been like that person in the room where you kind of like you're amongst other people, but you don't necessarily fit in, you know? And anytime that you try to voice your opinion on social media, God forbid you have an opposing opinion than someone else, and now you're going tit for tat in the comments over some foolishness, right? That is why I really want Let's Talk About It to be a safe space for where we can have real conversation, provide insight, have mature conversation, and, you know, find our people, connect with other people, gain understanding, think about things that other people did not think about. And that is really the foundation. I am exploring who Kiera is as a new individual, as a new woman, as a new mother. And I have become different since becoming a mother, since conception, honestly. And it's adding on to who I am. So I say all that to say, this podcast will cover growth. We will talk about inspiration. We'll talk about motherhood. We'll talk about just being in your 30s, a young Black woman, a content creator, an entrepreneur. We're going to be talking about all the things in the margins that tend to get pushed to the side. And we are going to build a sisterhood. Raise your glass. Cheers to the beginning. We have so much to talk about. Stay tuned and subscribe.